Welcome back, Lockets, to the Locked In Lounge. I'm your co-host, Aunty Elle, and this is the amazing co-host.
Hey, JoJo. It's nice to see everybody. Welcome back.
Am I
Episode
ever gonna get that
4.
right? Like the right direction, just off
Am I
top?
ever gonna am I ever gonna get it right? I don't know.
I
But
think
we'll
you're doing
see.
great.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
This is episode
Episode 4.
4. Is this episode 4?
Yes, it's episode 4, chapter
Are you
3.
sure it's not episode 3?
I know. It feels like
It's episode 4. You're right. Okay, yeah, it's episode 4. We are moving on to chapter 3. So we're behind a chapter from the episodes because our first very
yeah.
episode of Locked In Lounge was really more of us just talking about how would we approach a zombie apocalypse. We weren't actually put into like a scene of characters until episode 2 of Locked In Lounge, Locked In with Zombies series. So we are on chapter 3, The Howl in the Dark. I'm excited to get into this with you, JoJo. Where were we last, left off in last episode? Like, real quick.
Last episode, we left off with you checking the map and us on our way to find the river so we can get some water.
Right.
Zara decided to blow it up.
Zara decided to blow it up. Zara decided she made that choice. That was an odd choice to make.
She
did that.
Choice,
she did that. So now we still haven't had water, so we're trying to get water, but we're also trying to get water on the way to getting to this research lab so that Theo can help develop this cure for the zombie apocalypse that we're currently in.
Yeah.
It's a lot going on. It's funny because we were looking over things and Jean-Claude didn't write this. It is Jean-Claude's cousin, Janine. Janine wrote this, and so she's got us rushing for some reason through. There will be some parts where it's a little bit of first person, so it might switch up there, but it's whoever's reading it, just read the way you feel comfortable.
All right.
And we're just going to go from there.
Gone. Yeah, we're still rushing through.
Yeah, the survival rivals have been eliminated, so we're not dealing with them. It seems like there might be some more zombies in the area just because the explosion probably attracted them. So I think we're trying to move as stealthily as possible. But we're also trying to make sure we're staying on track with that and getting water at this point because that's our key priority. So, JoJo,
how are we looking on food also? Because
we never talk about food.
We talked about water, but we never talked about the food. And I don't know. I'm feeling a bit hungry over here.
Technically, Janine did mention supply run at some point, but I'm thinking that because Mason's a tracker and navigator, I'm assuming he's hunting for us and we're just eating whatever he's catching. But it's not really mentioned. Our challenges have been primarily kind of big event stuff. And so food is also part of the thing. But I imagine while we're out doing stuff, we're also gathering food in the process. But we do mention food a little bit later in another episode. So that comes up when we're getting other things. But it's never just we're hunting food. It's always just oh, there's something else happening. Okay.
We're getting chased. All right.
JoJo, are you ready to lock in?
I'm locked in.
JoJo is already locked in. JoJo stays locked in. Okay. So that's what we do. That is how we do. Just opening this. Maybe hopefully y'all can hear me a little bit better after doing that. Or hopefully I just destroyed everything. I mean, not hopefully. Anyway. Let's get into it. Chapter 3, Howl in the Dark. We've made it to the river, and the dense forest around us is eerily quiet as we set up camp. The night is dark, with only the faint light of the moon filtering through the trees. The air is thick, and the tension between the group is palpable, lingering from the fallout of the explosion and the unresolved issues surrounding Zara's decisions. Zara moves around the camp, but she stays apart from the group, keeping her distance. There's an uncomfortable silence hanging between us all, but we're too tired and on edge to confront it head-on. We need rest, but no one is able to sleep soundly. JoJo, speaking low to Aunty Elle, eyes scanning the surroundings.
We'll stay quiet. No fires. We rest, keep watch, and move out at first light.
Bet.
That's what we do.
Aunty Elle, nodding, voice steady. Agreed. No mistakes. That's when we hear it, the eerie, bone-chilling howl in the distance. Oh! Mason. Sounds like a pack of wolves about a mile or so away. Can't be sure with the wind blowing like that. Theo, always the optimist, decides to break the tension. Theo grinning, attempting to lighten the mood.
All right, guys. All right, everyone. Let's take a break from all the heavy stuff. I'm going to tell you a story. It's an old one. Should keep your minds off things for a while.
I gotta stop laughing every time you do Theo's voice, but it's so funny.
I'm trying to give him some character, bro. Come on.
Yeah,
You can't sound like me.
I know. Okay, the group shifts slightly, a few faces turning towards him. We're all too tired to argue, but too on edge to sleep. So we listen as Theo begins his tale, his voice low and engaging. Theo smiling mischievously.
Not far from here, there's a small family who lived in an old cabin. Strange things started to happen one night. They heard scratching at the windows, whispers in the trees, and the worst of all, the howling. It started out distant, but it grew louder, closer each night, until one evening, the eyes appeared. Glowing eyes in the dark, the howling didn't stop. It followed them, no matter where they went, getting closer and closer, until one day, they were gone. No trace. The howling was the last thing they ever heard.
Theo pauses, letting the eerie silence linger, his eyes dancing in the firelight. The rest of us sit quietly, some glancing at each other, others at the flames. He has a way of making a story feel real, but we all know it's just a tale. Bro's getting a little too into his story there.
Gotta get into character.
But then the howl. A deep, bone-chilling cry slices through the night. It's unmistakable. Wolves. But these aren't the wolves we've heard from a distance. This time, they're much closer. Mason whispering, eyes narrowed. Darn it! Not good. Theo's story dies on his lips as the air grows tense. The sound of howling echoes through the forest, growing louder with every passing moment. It's a pack, closer than we expected. Their calls are eerie, persistent. Zara, who had been sitting silently, shifts uncomfortably. The howls cut through the night air, and her gaze darts toward the dark edges of the camp. She's alert, but no one speaks to her. Her choice to take first watch is the unspoken point of a contention. Everyone's too on edge to address it directly. Excuse me. Theo finishes his ghost stories quickly, but the tension has already shifted. We all settle into the uncomfortable silence that follows. We take turns sleeping. Zara, despite the strange tension, takes first watch. It's her job to stay alert while the rest of us rest, weary from the journey. The night drags on, and we slowly slip into uneasy slumber. Then, a scream. Zara's scream. Okay, I want to pause here really quick.
We can't trust her with anything, bro. Why can we not trust
What?
her with anything? She has one job. Why is it screaming?
Bro, so I guess
has one
after
job,
everything,
man.
would you be leaving her on first watch?
Yes.
Like,
No
okay.
hesitation.
Is it like a punishment though, or is it because
Yes.
like, okay, same.
Yes.
That's why we're family.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, you thought you were
I'm
sleeping?
like,
After you tried to
thought
kill us?
oh, you thought you were gonna get nice and
Nah.
cozy? You think we're going night, huh? You think you're gonna go sleepy, night time? No, wrong. You're gonna be up all
Exactly.
night. First watch, you mean all watch.
All watch.
You got the whole thing, bro. You got it, because you think you got it like that. You think you bad.
You can fight the first thing that comes up. More power to you.
But she knew it too, because like no one had to ask her or tell her. She just automatically volunteered for it because she was already like kind of like
Yeah.
outcasted, you know what I mean? Like she's already on the edges, and so she's like, "I'll take first watch," you know, like she had no choice. Like she chose it, but she really had no choice.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Okay, so she's screaming. we're chilling. We're sleeping.
Yeah.
She's screaming all of a sudden. Okay. Zara's scream. Eyes snap open, adrenaline flooding my veins. The howl of the wolves is no longer distant. They're here, closer than we could have imagined. The sound of snarling fills the night as the park... Oh, I'm sorry. We're in a reservation. The sound of snarling fills the night as the pack closes in. Zara's voice cracks in terror, her scream echoing in the dark. JoJo shouting, grabbing his katana.
Zara! That's horrible.
Zara! We scramble to our feet, our eyes racing, fear lacing our movements. The wolves are closing in fast. Their eyes gleam in the dark, and the sound of growling surrounds us. Zara's voice cuts through the chaos. She's limping alone on the edge of camp, fending off the wolves. Her screams tell us we all need... Her screams tell us what we all need to know. Decision time. 1. Help Zara. Rush to her aid, risking injury to protect her from the wolves. Or 2. Run. Leave Zara to fend for herself. Retreat deeper into the forest and avoid the wolves to protect the group. Now it's come down to decision. Those are our only two decisions. But you know how we do it. We take the main things and then we add on to it sometimes.
Yeah.
we be cheating.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Yo, okay, so you go first. You go first.
Okay,
you go first.
Me personally, you know, I would, you know, in the interest of keeping the group together, I say we help her. But,
okay.
You know, if she almost got me killed, me personally, I'd say we leave her. But, yeah.
Okay. You're like, let's just
in the interest of keeping the group together, I say we help her out. We help her out.
Okay.
You know?
So you're conflicted. That's what it sounds like. I think, well, first of all, we're out in the open because I imagine we don't really have like a setup like that. So we're out here, which means like we're probably exposed to the elements. There's not a lot of cover. Hearing a pack of wolves is really not good. Especially that close. And then them being a lot closer and then obviously being in our presence. So I think that has to be dealt with anyway. A wolf pack is not going to let you run far. Like, wolf can run for miles and miles without stopping. Like, we're not outrunning a pack of wolves. So we're probably going to have to deal with it, even if, you know, I mean, it could have been one of those things where we let it, you know, they take her and then we did.
Yeah, they take her. They let us live.
We could do that. That would probably work. But I think for the sake of, like you said, holding the group together, it's better to, like, not do that. Also, I feel like dying by a pack of wolves sounds like a really painful, terrifying way to go. And I'd feel so bad if we just let that girl die like that. Because an explosion is not good, but if you get exploded, that's, like, instant, you know, versus, like, dying painfully from a wolf is, like, that's slow. That's a slow way to go.
I mean, unless they just like go for your neck off rip, you know.
Maybe if they did that, but it sounds like she already got bit by the bit in the leg, so she's already suffering.
She's already screaming.
Also, I'm the kind of person where it's like I said last episode, if it's just against me, I can work with it because I can take it and I can compartmentalize stuff pretty easily, and so it's like. Yeah, she did me dirty, but I resolved it when I confronted her and broke her nose.
So now she has a broken nose and she's attacked by wolves. Okay.
And whose fault is that?
That's tough. It's not going great.
I don't make the rules.
She must have some terrible karma. I don't know.
I don't know. She must have done something she shouldn't have been doing. But for me, it's like I can forgive pretty relatively easily, and if she's in trouble, like, have you ever heard that saying, like, where it's like, oh, that, like, it's a person in a family or like in a group where you're like, they're a jerk, and like, you know, they're a jerk, but it's like they're our jerk, you know what I mean?
Oh,
so it's like it's cool if I correct them for being a jerk, but when other people kind of step to them, then that's not cool. And that's kind of, I think, how I know it's a bit old school. I am a millennial. But, like, that's how I kind of see it. It's like, she's our problem to deal with. She's not for other people to, like, step in and, like, handle because she's with us. Like, so there is a loyalty there that I have to her for being a part of the crew. She would have to literally betray the crew intentionally for me to no longer have that loyalty towards her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like be bought out or something like that. But other than that, I'm probably going to go to her aid. And I got my crossbow. You know what I mean? Like, I'm good. I'm handling it, and we've got enough people to handle it. And like I said, we don't want these wolves getting any thoughts and like following. Yeah. So it'd be better to handle the situation there on for more than one reason, I think, personally.
Yeah. Also, the way I grab my katana and say her name, I kind of like have to.
The way you do that, you're already invested. I'm already invested. You kind of already made the decision. Zara! You scream like like you had feelings toward her, JoJo. You want to speak on that?
Oh, wait, hold on. I plead the fifth.
Speaking to the mic?
That'll be a no. That'll be a no.
No? Okay. We'll talk about it later.
All right.
I heard maybe. Let's think about it. Think about it. Talk about it later.
Yeah.
Okay,
maybe
so it sounds like we made our decision. And we technically already put this into Janine's system, and it's already generated us the next result based on the decision that we made. So you're welcome. It's going to be.
So we're going to save her.
So we're saving. We're choosing to save her at our own risk, mind you. Let's get into it. The Night of the Wolves. The forest is silent for a moment, the weight of the howls still hanging in the air. Then, without warning, the first wolf appears from the shadows. Its eyes gleam with hunger, and the rest of the pack follows suit. Creeping closer from every direction, we're surrounded, and there's no easy escape. JoJo, gripping his katana tightly, eyes focused.
We need to save her. Stay close.
Aunty Elle, with a sharp nod, already pulling her crossbow from its sling. I'll cover Zara. Get ready. In a swift, fluid motion, Aunty Elle draws her bow and fires. The bolt striking. Ticking. Is that the sound of a bolt?
Okay. It's bolt action crossbow. That's crazy.
The bolt striking the first wolf dead in its tracks.
That's wild. How did you hit that perfectly, too? Getting princess flashbacks, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, okay, so JoJo and I used to have, we grew up together, right? And we used to have a dog, Princess. May she rest in peace, right? May she rest in peace. We love her. But, like, we used to play hide and seek a lot. And one time, Princess was coming around the corner, and I think I was just hiding behind the wall or something near Aunt Pat's room. And I came out, and I was like, boo! And I thought you were going to be with her, but it was just her. And she went, ah! And I never touched her. I just scared her. She didn't know I was there.
Wow.
But she made that sound like I threw something at her or something. It was the goofiest thing ever. And I'm like, aren't you a dog? Can't you just smell me? Like, around the corner? What? Hello?
Yeah.
It was actually goofiness. She was fine.
That's crazy.
Okay. Alright, it's just reminding me of that. Okay, its eyes gleam with hunger, and the rest of the pack follow suit, creeping closer from every direction. We're surrounded, and there's no easy escape. JoJo, gripping his... Oh, we already did this. In a swift, fluid motion, Aunty Elle draws her bow and fires. The bolt striking the first wolf dead in his tracks. Without hesitation, she releases another and another. Pop, 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 pop. 3 wolves fall, their bodies crumpling to the ground. The pack slows in its advance. JoJo, eyes narrowing, voice fierce.
We fight.
Yeah, we are already doing that, JoJo. Thank you for letting us know.
All right. I'm team leader, bro. I'm trying to get everyone like lined up.
He's like, don't forget the mission. In case you weren't aware, we're fighting.
Yeah.
Right now.
in case anyone forgot, just me and you are fighting right now, and we need the whole group to lock in.
Oh, you're right. You're right. The whole group should be locked in. Like, why are we the only one making moves right now? Period. Yeah. I move with purpose. JoJo moves with purpose, katana in hand, cutting down a wolf that leaps towards him. The blade slices through the air, meeting its target with deadly precision. Mason fires his rifle, I like that one. Taking out a second wolf in a single shot. Pop, pop. While Theo swings the bat. Is that a sound of a bat?
It's like...
I don't know how to make a bat sound. It's very hollow. That's what I was...
Yeah,
okay.
it's very blunt.
No. Theo got a bat. We're assuming it's Mason's bat. Theo swings a bat, smashing another wolf that lunges at him. The wolves are aggressive, but we're relentless. We push them back, fighting with everything we have, but there's no time to linger. Zara's in danger, and the pack isn't giving up. A wolf manages to bite into Zara's leg, causing her to scream in pain as it drags her down to the ground. Dang! Oh, they got her. Auntie Elle.
You're in the back of the crossbow. Dang! Dragged to the ground. Like, what? That's crazy. Just mocking her mid-fight is crazy. You're like, you got done like that? What's fine?
I'm helping. I'm helping.
Yeah, you're helping. You're helping. Crazy.
Could it be me as Goofy? That's actually Goofy. Could you imagine if that's the last thing you heard?
Yeah. Your life is over.
Me?
Your life is over. That's tough. Better luck next time. Hit the respawn button.
That's actually crazy. That's actually crazy.
Yeah.
I'd be so mad. I'd be so mad.
In the death.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
Unfortunate.
You're just like saying a bunch of Gen Z stuff while you're dying. I'm crashing out. They got me. Oh my god. That was good. Thank you for that. Auntie Elle, her voice low, furious. Not her. I don't know why I would say that. I wouldn't.
You're furious?
I wouldn't.
Yeah, you'd be like, that's tough. You'd be like, that's your problem. Unfortunately, you got dragged. Whoop-de-doo. Better luck next time.
But somehow I'm screaming, not her.
Somehow you're upset. Somehow in a lower voice than hers.
I have duality. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm a multifaceted person.
Okay.
I can be both embarrassed for her and also caring at the same time. This is what that is. She moves in quickly, fending off the wolf with a deadly accuracy. Her crossbow reloaded and ready. With a swift movement, she takes the wolf out and drops to her knees beside Zara, her eyes hard with resolve. I am resolved. JoJo, rushing over to Zara, eyes scanning for any other threats. We need to move now. Oh, I'm sorry. I got excited. I actually turned into JoJo for a second.
Yeah,
that's how excited I got.
Actually, we need to move now.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. Much better. Much better. Auntie Elle, looking at me with a grim expression. This is like from your perspective. I'm looking at you.
It is kind of my perspective.
Kind of grim. Her leg's bad. We'll need to stop the bleeding. That's what I just said to you. She quickly, JoJo. Yeah.
That is exactly what you just said. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm doing a great job. She quickly pulls a tourniquet from her pack, securing it tightly above Zara's thigh to stem the bleeding. The noise from the skirmish has drawn more attention, and I can hear the shuffling of zombies in the distance. They're coming for us.
Do you have, like,
Mason,
Dora the Explorer's backpack? Like, what pack are we talking about? Have you just been carrying a pack?
We all have packs. We should all have packs. Like, okay, why wouldn't we all have packs?
That wasn't in my bio. Where was my pack?
What do you have? You have a katana.
I have a katana. That's basically it.
But in your character image, you have like a
jacket, a mask.
Yeah, it looks like something like you might have straps on, maybe.
Yeah, for the katana to hold it.
Oh, I thought also like a pack. We all have stuff. Let's be realistic. We're all carrying stuff because we're in a group. Why wouldn't we all have stuff? Or we all have our own things. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Mason, lifting Zara under one arm, voice tight with urgency. We need to move. Auntie Elle, now. Auntie Elle with a firm nod. I've got her. You lead. The group forms quickly, the urgency of the situation clear. JoJo, leading the way with his katana ready, begins cutting down any zombies that cross our path. Every swing is calculated. Every step taken with precision. Mason and Aunty Elle work together, carrying Zara between them, supporting her as they move quickly through the darkened forest. Theo brings up the rear, using Mason's bat to clear a path behind us. JoJo, glancing back at the group.
Keep moving. We don't stop until we find shelter.
Period. We push through the forest, moving with purpose despite the chaos behind us. The zombies are closing in, their groans filling the night air. The sound of growls and the shuffle of undead feet gets louder, but we don't stop. We can't afford to. Finally, after what feels like hours, we find a secluded, abandoned cabin near the edge of the forest. It's far enough from the commotion that we can catch our breath. JoJo quickly checks the area before ushering the group inside. Aunty Elle, panting but focused, looking at Zara's leg. This is temporary. We need to treat the... I need to stop, like,
I forgot you were carrying
laughing.
her on your arm. So you were panting as well. On your shoulder.
Hold on. Let's do this.
Oh, okay. What is that?
This is highlighter from my pink highlighter because I study sometimes on my bed. Okay.
No, that's Zara's leg bleeding out on you.
This is supposed to be Zara. This is not a pillow. This is Zara. Zara's shoulder. Because I'm holding half of her and Mason's got the other half.
Okay. Catch your breath.
I'm trying to find the spot.
All right. I'm like, okay. Is she gonna continue or is she just gonna keep doing it? Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna hyperventilate. All right. Okay. She's really getting into character.
I'm very red now. Thank you for that.
As you would be.
Oh yeah, because I'm exerting myself.
Yes.
This is temporary. We need to treat the wound properly. But at least we're safe now.
You just threw her on the ground. It's crazy. This girl cannot catch a break, bro. She broke her nose. She's getting bit by wolves. Now she's getting tossed in the cabin. Like, bro. You're making it any worse.
I shouldered her through the storm, okay?
All
She
right.
can handle a little thunk. You know, she'll be
She
all
said
right.
no one can bully her but me and the wolves, bro.
Apparently.
Jeez.
Oh my god, it's so funny. Mason looking down at Zara, his expression softening despite the tension. She's going to make it, right? Aunty Elle staring at the wound, her face hardening. She will, if we keep pressure on it and get her medical attention. But we don't have much time. JoJo looking around the cabin, his voice sharp.
We'll need to stay alert. This place won't hold for long.
I imagine you're looking through like the windows too. Like I could just see you being like,
I'm like,
this is how you're looking through the windows. We need to stay sharp, y'all.
All right. I don't know why I would be doing that for everyone.
We need to stay sharp, y'all.
Why am I touching my face to look through the window? All right.
When he meant sharp, he meant the fit.
All right.
He's like, I gotta be, on point.
On
For
point.
these. There are no ladies.
Yeah.
Zara's like the only lady. Lady.
Right.
Okay. She will, JoJo, Theo, breathing heavily, looking at the door.
The zombies will be on us soon. And the wolves might circle back. We can't stay here forever.
It's a miracle that Theo has survived this far.
Yes.
It's a
We
miracle.
protect him, and
Yeah, we do a really good job.
Yes.
Pat on the back.
Gold medals for all.
Period. Aunty Elle nodding. We get some rest, then we move. No mistakes. Zara's breathing is shallow, but she's still conscious. We've managed to get through the worst of it for now, but it's far from over. The night has tested us, and we've made it out alive. But at what cost?
What is
The group settles in. Everyone on edge, but for now we're safe. We have a new challenge ahead. but we'll face it together. Decision time! Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling! Tend to Zara's wounds. That's 1. Spend time treating her wound and fortifying the cabin. Prepare for a long stay. Or 2. Move out immediately. Leave the cabin before the zombies catch up. Push onward despite Zara's condition. So those are next decisions.
Okay. I feel like we have nothing to really fortify the cabin with, unless this cabin has like magical supplies in it. So I feel like we should move out immediately and like push onward, try to find something better.
I agree. We still don't really know what inventory we had prior to the explosion and what we got at the end. I would imagine that obviously most of us have our weapons, so we probably had that on us while we were separated, but I don't think we have enough because we've been mostly nomadic, moving around so that we can get to this research lab. We probably don't have enough materials to like fortify it, at least not in the time that we have right now. And really, honestly, we don't need to fortify it if the whole point is we're supposed to be going somewhere. I think if we were trying to find us like a an actual home to build up, then that would make more sense. But I think our point is we're trying to get Theo somewhere. So
yeah. Also,
Zara's gonna have to tough it out.
True. Also, I don't think the wolves would circle back because, like, once they are beaten, they usually don't.
Yeah.
Like, they're not creatures to go back for like a round 2 once they lose,
they're not like Wendigos. They're like, oh, y'all roll like that? Pass. Hard pass.
Yeah.
We're good.
Pass.
We're good.
We're not losing anymore. We're not losing anymore.
You got it. You got that. That's yours. Have it.
So the only thing we really have to worry about are the zombies in the area. And we got that covered pretty much, me and Theo in the back. Because you and Mason are carrying Zara.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the most confident of Theo, but I'm also not like super scared with him in the back. You know what I mean? I'm like worried. Yeah. Okay, we're in really, really bad shape. I think we can, if we need to, we're just dropping Zara and taking out.
We're just gonna toss her like I did in the cabin. We're just gonna leave her on the ground real quick. Just
at this point,
we're just gonna body slam
her. Put her down with respect, and then we fight some zombies, pick her back up, same amount of respect, and then get on out. You know?
Yeah.
So I say we keep moving. What say you?
Yeah, I say we keep moving.
Period. All right. Janine has taken all of our answers, and Janine has made us a new scene with those decisions made. Let's see what happens.
Love to see it.
A glimmer of hope. The air is thick with unease as we leave the safety of the forest and head toward the town. Zara's leg is still heavily bandaged. Oh, so it seems like what we've done is
or something.
We decided. Well, I think we wrapped it up as best we could in the moment because we did a tourniquet on her leg. I don't know if we went through that in the storyline, but we put a tourniquet on her while we were checking out her wound. No, yeah, I think we did. Me and Mason was asking. Mason was asking, and then that's what I told him. And then I think our goal is to like get her medical attention, which is what I just said too earlier.
Yeah.
So we're looking for something still along the way towards the research lab that's also going to offer those types of resources to heal her. So we're thinking medical clinic. And since Mason knows the area, he knows it's a medical clinic. Mason seems to know everything, which is crazy because I barely know anything in my neighborhood. Bro knows the whole state, apparently.
He knows all the terrain, the area, everything.
I guess.
He has it all mapped out.
Okay, so...
He lost his wife and kid, and he said, yeah, I'm going to study this whole place. That's what he did.
He said, I think he knew it even before then. That's what I'm saying. Okay, but the bleeding is slowed. We know time is running out. If we don't get her proper medical attention soon, infection could spread, and the consequences could be fatal. We don't need another zombie. Yeah. We're playing off of the Walking Dead rules with regard to zombie stuff. Aunty Elle scanning the map, her finger tracing the route. There's a pharmacy a few miles ahead on an old riverside health store. We can get the supplies we need there. JoJo nodding, determination in his voice.
Let's move quickly. The wolves are still out there, and we don't know what else might be lurking.
Period. Theo, glancing back at Zara, concern still etched on his face.
We don't want to risk leaving her vulnerable. If the zombies or wolves come back, she won't make it.
Mason, sliding his rifle across his back, scanning the surroundings. Agreed. We move fast and stay on alert. We can't afford any more setbacks. The group moves cautiously through the town's wreckage, staying low and alert to every sound. We finally spot the outline of Riverside Health in the distance, its windows shattered, but the pharmacy sign still visible. It's eerily quiet, and our hearts race as we approach the entrance. JoJo whispering, eyes darting around.
Stay sharp. There could be others inside.
We approach the building cautiously. The door creaks as we push it open, entering the darkened store. The shelves are mostly empty, but the pharmacy section seems largely intact. As we start to sift through the aisles, we hear a sound. Footsteps. A chair scraping. Crack, 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 crack. Is that what chairs sound like when they scrape?
No, it's more of a
okay. I think I was pretty close, though. Before we can react, 3 figures emerge from behind the counter, weapons drawn. Their eyes are wide with caution, their bodies tense. Me with my crossbow immediately, right?
I just pull up
the new characters. Dun, dun, dun! Okay, so we're introducing new character alert! New character Okay, let's get through them. We have David. David is 45. Appearance. David is tall, 6'2", with a rugged, muscular build. His salt and pepper hair is short, and he wears a rough beard. His weathered face and steely eyes reflect years of hardship and responsibility. His hands, calloused from both medical work and mechanical repairs, show the toll of survival. Background. Before the outbreak, David was a well-respected doctor specialized in internal medicine with a passion for mechanics as a hobby. His medical skills became essential in the apocalypse, helping his family and others they encountered. Along with his doctor duties, he kept the RV and equipment running using his mechanical knowledge after losing his home and family members. David focused on protecting his daughter, Lena, while navigating in a dangerous world. His medical expertise and mechanical skills make him an invaluable asset to their survival. Skills. Medical expertise. Skilled in treating injuries, infections, and general health issues. Mechanic. Proficient in repairing cars, RVs, and machinery. Problem solving. Quick thinker. Able to make critical decisions under pressure. Personality. David is calm, reliable, and protective, particularly of his daughter Lena. Though he carries a quiet sadness from his losses, he remains determined to keep his family safe. His leadership and steady presence help keep the group together, and his experience with both medicine and mechanics is crucial in the harsh new world. Rachel!
Wow.
Boo, 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 boo. Rachel is the wife. Age 43. Appearance. Rachel has an athletic build and stands at 5'7". Her hair, once blonde, has faded to a light ash color, now often tied back in a practical bun. Her face is expressive with sharp features, and her hazel eyes exude warmth and intelligence. Scars from past struggles add character to her otherwise youthful appearance. Background. A former environmental scientist, Rachel had a deep connection to nature and an analytical mind. Her practical skills and resourcefulness make her a great asset to the group. Since the outbreak, Rachel has become a fierce protector of her family, particularly Lena. She adapted to the harsh realities of the world, but her caring nature, she's very caring, bloop, has remained intact, especially toward those she loves. Skills, survivor knowledge. Resourceful and knowledgeable about foraging, identifying safe water, and navigating the wilderness. Science background. Analytical and able to apply her scientific knowledge in survival situations, from identifying medical plants to understanding basic environmental threats. Empathy. Strong emotional intelligence, often acting as a mediator in tense situations. Personality. Rachel is calm under pressure but emotionally invested in those she loves. She's thoughtful, protective, and tries to maintain hope in a world that's lost its way. Though she struggles with grief, she remains steadfast and reliable. Lena! Her daughter. Their daughter. Age 20. Oh! Appearance. Lena has long, dark brown hair, often pulled into a messy braid. Standing at 5'4", she's petite but agile and sharp features and a youthful appearance. Her eyes, a striking light brown, have the intensity of someone who's seen the worst and learned to survive. Background: Lena was in college when the outbreak hit. She had been studying anthropology, passionate about history and cultures, but everything changed when the world did. Losing her older brother to the chaos left Lena with her father and mother as her only family. Lena has grown quickly into a resilient young woman, using both her intelligence and newfound survival skills to protect her loved ones. Skills. Survival skills. Quick learner and practical survival tactics, including foraging, navigating, and staying hidden. Analytical mind. Though young, Lena has a sharp mind and a knack for problem solving. Compassion. Despite the harsh world around her, Lena remains empathetic, especially toward the group's younger or vulnerable members. Personality. Lena is driven, adaptable, and resourceful. Although she has been through significant loss, she's fiercely loyal to her father and mother and others she cares about. She has a quiet strength, using her quick wit and heart to guide her through tough times. Aw, Lena.
Yeah.
So
Disclaimer,
JoJo,
we didn't come up with the names of those characters.
disclaimer, any character that sounds similar to, in any capacity, to anyone else in the real world is just simply coincidence. We did not plan it that way. Janine makes everything, okay? So we only make certain suggestions with regard to the story challenges sometimes, but mostly Janine's doing most of that. I was about to say Lena. Yeah. Janine's doing most of that. Okay. Personnel. Oh, we already did that. JoJo, stepping forward. Cool. Voice firm but calm.
We don't want any trouble. We're just here for supplies. Zara's injured, and we need antibiotics, anesthetics, and a way to stitch her up.
David, glancing at Rachel and Lena, then back at us, voice steady. We're not looking for a fight either. Oh, wait.
Yeah, should I be David?
I'm trying to do a different. You can be David.
Or
I can do it too. Whichever you want.
I guess I'll be David.
Okay, you got a voice for him? I'll try to make a voice for him.
We're not looking for a fight either. But we've seen too many people go rogue in this world. We'll help you. But we're not letting anyone get the drop on us.
Bro, you're so goofy.
What? You should come up with a new voice. What am I supposed to do? I can't go higher. Like, what?
I love it. Okay. Aunty Elle eyes narrows, but her voice understanding. We're not here to cause problems. My group mate is hurt. We just need a few things, and that's all. We'll be on our way. Rachel, watching us carefully, I'll be her. Then her eyes flicking to Zara's leg. Your friend's in bad shape. What happened to her?
Sorry, she's okay. Okay.
JoJo grimacing as he looks at Zara.
She was bitten by a wolf. We can't risk leaving her behind. We're trying to get her patched up before we move on.
Word. Lena lowering her crossbow slightly. She also has a crossbow, which is like copy or maybe besties. She copied me, but also we can be besties. Yeah. Crossbow slightly, though still skeptical. Wolf bite? Damn, that's bad luck.
Let me
David nodding as he steps forward.
Let me take a look at her. I'm a doctor. I'll do what I can.
Why does he sound so standoffish?
Because he's supposed to be standoffish.
Whatever. I think he's friendly, bro. He starts moving toward Zara, his hands steady and confident as he checks her injury. The rest of us stand back, tension in the air, but there's something reassuring about David's presence. See, he's reassuring. Present. David grabbing antiseptic and bandages.
I don't know if
Stop dipping your foot down.
I don't know if I can keep this up.
Stop getting into that character.
No. I'm a method actor, bro. Come on now. Come on.
This is your method acting.
Yes.
We gotta get out of here.
He looks scary, bro. He's like late 40s, bro.
I don't think he
He's
looks
a father.
scary.
I
I
think he
think
looks
he's
scary.
super chill.
He's a big guy, bro. Where are we? Jeez.
David grabbing antiseptic and bandages.
Okay.
This is bad.
This is bad. We need to stitch it up and get antibiotics in her fast. You did the right thing, stopping the bleeding.
JoJo relieved but still worried.
Thank you. We've got a long way to go. We're headed to the research facility. There's a cure. We're trying to get to it. It could save everyone.
David nodding, focused on the injury.
We've heard of it. I know the way. If you could get her stable. Okay. If I can get her stable, I've got an RV. We've been fixing up. We can help you get there.
Rachel, softening, looking over at the others. If we're going to travel together, we need to keep our heads clear. It's dangerous out there. Aunty Elle, meeting Rachel's gaze. We're not going to make this easy for anyone. I don't know why I said that. I don't know what that means, Janine. But I'm saying it because what else am I going to say? But if you want to join us, we'll fight to the end together.
Whoa. You're standoffish. That's what that is. Oh, we're not going to make this easy for anyone.
I'm not going to say that this is good, that you're surviving. I'm just saying we're going to do our best.
Okay.
The air seems to settle.
And I thought David was mean. Like, okay.
Janine wrote that. I didn't write that.
You've been showing us
the air
your true
seems
colors.
to settle.
You guys are punched in the nose. You threw her on the ground in the cabin. I mean,
she also had that coming.
We're finding off the newcomers at this point.
I'm sorry, but consequences, actions lead to them. The air seems to settle, and despite the circumstances, the group feels a little bit lighter. David quickly gets to work on Zara, cleaning and stitching her wound with practiced hands as he works Melina. Catches JoJo's eye. Whoa. And there's a flicker of something unspoken. Okay. She gives him a small, almost reluctant smile. She said almost reluctant, bro. JoJo's eyes soften. JoJo quietly to Lena as David works.
Thanks for helping us.
Oh. Lena shrugging, but her voice warmer now. I guess I'm doing Lena.
Yeah.
Her voice, we've all got to stick together. Besides, your friend doesn't look like he's gonna make it without some help. Zara winces as David finishes, but still looks better. The bleeding has stopped and the stitches hold. David standing up, wiping his hands.
I just want to say, Lena's voice is not going to match her picture at all.
It'll be fine. It's gonna be great. I guess I could try. Should I give her a French accent? She's French, her mother's British, and David is a demon?
Wow.
I don't know.
You did not just say demon, bro. Wow.
Why is his voice so deep? Really I don't get it.
His voice has to be like weak. My voice is regular.
Klaus from the originals, bro. What's going on
Klaus
here?
Is more like.
Do it right now. Do it right now. Because tell us how Klaus is. Oh, now you can't, but you were about to. You were about to. You were hella about to.
I was thinking about it, but nah.
Someone's been binge watching the originals.
I actually finished the whole season. The whole season.
Oh, thank God. Because I need you to get on these other shows, and you have been watching the originals for like weeks now.
I mean, yeah, it's like 5 seasons, and each episode's an hour.
I know. I just wanted you to get through it quickly so that we can get onto some other stuff. So that makes me happy.
Klaus is my favorite character, though.
I know he's your favorite character. That's why I was like, why don't you do his voice?
I would.
For David.
Okay.
What is his voice?
She'll be okay for now, but we'll need to keep close. We'll need to keep a close eye on her.
The name's Klaus.
Keep her leg elevated.
That's how he talks.
And get her.
The name's Klaus. That's how he says it. That was perfect.
We're like elevated. I'm trying to read, bro.
Sorry.
I'm about to read.
Sorry.
Actually, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Okay, what's up
Keep
with
her
her
leg
leg?
elevated
Okay.
and get her antibiotics ASAP.
Okay. JoJo nodding.
We're in your debt. How long until we're ready to move out?
David looking over at Rachel and Mia. I mean, Lena.
Not long.
That's how he looks.
If we're going, if we're go-
I agree.
if we're going to take the RV, I'll need to finish a few things, but we can leave within the hour.
Mm. Mason nodding, looking at Auntie Elle, his voice quiet but appreciative. She protected Zara like she was her own family. I can't thank you enough, Elle. You saved her.
I feel like
He was just giving me
he was just very similar.
My voice.
Yours and Mason are almost.
It's not that similar.
Okay.
He doesn't have a super deep voice.
Yeah, Zara has a deeper voice than Mason. That's great.
Zara's got a deep ass voice. Auntie Elle with a soft smile, brushing a strand of hair from her face. We protect our own, Mason. No one gets left behind. We protect our own, Mason. No one gets left behind.
Yeah.
As we prepare to leave, there's a sense of camaraderie that wasn't there before. We've made allies. I almost said aliens. And we've got a plan. But nothing ever stays easy for long. Later that night. Forgiveness and the crew. The RV is parked near a quiet stretch of road. The moonlight spilling softly through the windows. The air is still. A rare calm after everything that's happened. Zara and Auntie Elle are sitting outside their RV, leaning against the side with the warmth of the engine still radiating through the metal. Zara glances over at Auntie Elle, her voice quiet but searching. Why did you save me back there? After everything. After what I did with the explosion. Why?
Great question.
Auntie Elle doesn't look at her right away. She just stares out at the horizon. Her arms crossed, her face unreadable. The moment stretches, the silence heavy between them. Then finally, she speaks. Because you're part of the crew, Auntie Elle says, her voice low but steady. And we don't leave a crew member to die if we can help it. Zara's throat tightens, a knot of emotion rising in her chest. She doesn't know what to say at first, but she finally manages. I'm sorry, Elle, for everything, for the explosion, for not being honest, for almost getting us all killed. I didn't mean for any of it. Auntie Elle turns her head, her eyes softening. She takes a long breath, then looks at Zara for the first time in what feels like ages. I know you didn't mean it, Zara, she says quietly, but you've got to understand, actions have consequences, and we need to start trusting each other again if we're going to make it. Zara nods, her voice barely above a whisper. I won't let you down again, I'll prove it. Auntie Elle studies her for a moment before giving a small, almost imperceptible nod. We're good, she says simply, her tone warm but firm. Just remember, we don't leave each other behind, no matter what. Zara swallows hard, her chest tightening with gratitude. She doesn't have the words for how much she appreciates that. Auntie Elle smiles, just a hint before standing up. Now get some rest, we've got a long way to go. Zara watches her walk back toward the RV, a weight lifting off her shoulders as she realizes, maybe for the first time ever since all this began, that she's truly part of something again.
Wow. One question. Why did it say later that night when I said we could leave within the hour? So we just waited a whole extra...
No, we already left.
Oh, we've already left? Oh.
Yeah, we were pulled over on the side of the road.
And you guys...
Probably refueling.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I'm a kind soul.
Wow. So kind.
I really liked it, actually. I'm really glad, because I think the biggest thing for me is, like I said last episode too, is like Zara was unapologetic for her decisions and the consequences of her decisions. And so that was kind of partially why I think there was so much tension too. Is like she didn't apologize. Like Theo apologized, Zara never did, even though she's the one that pulled the trigger. So it's like this moment, her coming through, and I unfortunately it took her almost having to get murked and me saving her to like apologize and own up to what she did. But no one's perfect, right? So it's like I appreciate people stepping up and doing like the hard thing, and it really is hard to sometimes own up to your mistakes and be like, yo, I did this thing, I wasn't intending to do it, I'm an imperfect person, but I want to improve, and I'm sorry if I hurt you in the process of that, right? So
Wow.
I like that scene personally. I think it comes full circle, and I think it's gonna bring the group tighter on our way to the next thing that we're doing. Yeah. What say you?
We saved her. Wonderful ending.
How do you feel about the makeup, like the apology and everything?
It was really good actually. She said the right things, you know.
Do you feel like it was genuine?
Yeah.
Me too. I think it's pretty good.
It was pretty genuine, I would say. How do you feel about the 3 characters? The 3 new characters?
Oh yeah, 3 new characters. David is, I think, going to be a really good asset. It's always nice to have a healer, because it seems like I kind of did some things, and I'm obviously not a professional, and so it's nice to have a doctor. And then also his wife is in that field of science, so she's familiar with environments and environmental safety. And then I think Lena's pretty cool. I'm really excited to have 3 new people, especially because Theo's not much of a fighter, and Zara was injured, so she's going to be healing. Yeah. So we're down a person. It'll be nice to have 3 people coming in to support us, trying to get Theo to this research lab, especially given that, like I said, we're down Zara and Theo's. I mean, he was helping out while we were getting out of the forest, right?
Yeah.
But it's nice to have backup. I think that's really good. And now we have a vehicle, because before we were looking on the map, Aunty Elle literally is like, oh, we got a long way to go to get to this research lab. So it's like having a vehicle is going to cut down a lot of that time, and it's a safer way to travel than us foraging through the forest, you know what I mean, with an injured person, no less. So, and now we got the meds, we got what we need, and we got a moment to rest on this RV while we get to where we're going, you know?
Yeah.
Might be a little crowded, but we can do it.
Totally.
Yeah. I think we're doing good so far.
I like it.
We are the main characters, though. So we gotta survive to see another day.
Of course. It's all armor.
And so I think Zara's redeeming herself.
Yeah.
A little bit with that. With that apology, I think I feel much better about her than I did before. For sure. 100%.
We need her at full strength.
Yeah. So I guess we're headed to the facility. We're in the RV now. So I imagine our next thing is probably going to have to deal with more the new people coming into our group.
Yeah.
So, but they were really cool about like jumping on board with our plan and bringing us into their RV and stuff.
They didn't really question taking us along.
They really didn't question us too much at all.
We could just get there. We could just take you there.
Yeah, they really didn't. I feel like some people probably would have been much more suspicious, but maybe it's because Zara was injured and they could see that we were literally just trying to help her. But I think if we came in and none of us were injured and we're just like scouting the store, I think maybe they would have been more apprehensive or doubtful. But it is interesting that like a father with his daughter and wife are like not more suspicious.
Yeah,
especially how protected they are. Yeah. But also, I'm curious, like, what's going on with Mason, because it's like, here's a husband with his wife and kid intact, and they're alive, and it's like, I wonder if he's handling that emotionally well, because that might be like a reminder of what he kind of doesn't have right now. So I hope
probably
he's okay.
why he didn't say much. It's probably why he didn't say much.
He really didn't say too much, but poor guy.
We'll see.
We'll see how it goes. Next chapter. All right.
Thank you guys for joining us. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. I'm your co-host JoJo with my amazing co-host
Aunty Elle. Meow meow meow. We're still alive.